curl friends and guys, welcome back to the channel, The Silver Crown. If this is your first time coming, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and looking forward to hearing from you in the near future. Anyway, it's been sub-freezing temperatures here, which is not an unusual thing for the part of the country that I'm in, which is in Oklahoma right now. But it's been, it's kind of unusual, but not quite. Anyhow, I just want to talk a little bit about what you can do when you have unusual cold weather like this. And just hang in there with me for a minute and I'll be right back. If you're like me and you live in a part of the country where it can get very, very cold, or if you live in a different country where your winters are very harsh, and you're trying to grow your natural hair or take care of your natural hair, there's just a couple of tricks and stuff I want to tell you to do. Some of you veteran natural hair peoples may already know this, but the ones that are just coming on, that are new to the channel and are just starting to take care of their hair and not really know what to do, I just want to give you a couple of things that helped me. Right now, we're not below freezing, but we were. When I went outside the other morning to feed my lovely little hens who have decided to stop laying because it's too cold, it was 11 degrees. 11 degrees. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, some of us don't do cold temperatures like that. Anyway, let me just tell you one of the things that you can do. Well, a few things you can do. Number one. If you have high porosity hair, you need to make sure you hydrate your hair and that you use butters and creams to help seal in the moisture, because believe it or not, that dry air will just wreak havoc on your hair. It really will. Number two, you can wear head wraps. Another option is you can wear head wraps, and I'm gonna put a couple of pictures up here of different head wraps that I did at different times, and you can try that. As a matter of fact, I have a playlist that you can go to that has some tutorials on how I actually did some of them, but I can put some pictures up and you can go to the playlist and look at that too. So, number three, stay home. Don't go out there. Don't go outside if you don't have to go outside when it's sub-freezing temperatures. But if you do have to go outside, you have to go to school or you have to go to work, or you must run an errand or something like that, you can always do number four, which is wear a hat. Wear a skull cap, wear something like that, and just be prepared to fluff your hair when you get to wherever you're going. It's, it's not a crisis, right? A lot of people think our hair is unkept anyway, so, but just wear a hat, throw a scarf on or something like that, that you don't have to wear all day, like you might a head wrap, but it'll help keep the dry, harsh wind off of your hair and keep your ends from drying out and breaking off, right? Good. And number five, when you get home, try to use a humidifier in your house. You're going to have your heat on. And so you're going from sub-freezing temperatures to warm temperatures, and that can wreak havoc on your hair as well. So if you have a humidifier in your house, or at least one at your bedside, for when you go to sleep at night, you can have this small humidifier running to keep your hair hydrated through the night, so that when you do go out the next day, it's not as bad. And all of these things will help keep your ends from drying out and splitting and breaking off. So those are the tips that I wanted to give you today dealing with sub-freezing temperatures and natural hair. Thank you guys that have been writing and asking questions and all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate the dialogue. Remember to share this channel with your friends and this information with your friends. talk to them about subscribing to the channel, or at least hopping over to see what we're talking about and what we're doing. And I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Thank you so much for being part of my journey for the last couple of years. And I will see you the next time I come on. Keep it natural. And number 6, and this is my last tip for today, is braid it, flat twist it, put it in twist. Use protective styles, or what they call protective styles, and tuck your ends under, right? So then that way they're not exposed to the harsh wind either. And if you have it in twist or braids or whatever, it's easier to get a hat on top of your head or a scarf, and you don't have to concern yourself with messing up your hairstyle. So anyway, those are my 6 tips for today and dealing with harsh weather.